It's a test case that could allow cold case detectives to charge suspects in thousands of unsolved New Mexico crimes, or it could give killers and rapists a free pass.
Today, both sides presented that test case to the state Supreme Court. News 13's Kim Holland was in the courtroom.
Why they would want to extend the statute of limitations in 1997.
Front and center at the New Mexico Supreme Court as the two attorneys present their arguments to the 5 justices.
When there is ambiguity, and I submit there's ambiguity here, you have to rule in the favor of the defendant.
The woman in the front row is the reason why this case is here. Tanya says her uncle raped her when she was a little girl. She came forward as an adult.
He thought he got away with it for so many years.
In 2005, prosecutors charged Morales 20 years after the alleged crime. But here's the problem. The statute of limitations on first-degree rape and murder used to be 15 years. The State Court of Appeals ruled that police and prosecutors hadn't charged Morales in time. Prosecutors argue that when the state legislature got rid of the statute of limitations on those crimes in '97, that murders and rapes going back to 1982 were fair game because the 15 years hadn't passed yet on those crimes when the law was changed. Now the High Court has to decide if the legislature intended for the new law to be retroactive.
That is not meant to say that a court should, without analysis, just decide things in favor of the defendant. The public has an interest here and the victims have an interest here.
And depending on the outcome of the Nicholas Morales case, it could get detectives to look again at thousands of felony cold cases around the state. Albuquerque police say they're waiting on the outcome of the Supreme Court to see if they can charge suspects in a 1985 murder, a 1988 child rape, and 2 more cases against the Ether Man, accused of drugging and raping nearly a dozen women. Once the Supreme Court rules, detectives will either charge the suspects or be forced to let them get away with their crimes. Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
The state Supreme Court is expected to take months to make its decision.